Hi, hello. Welcome
guys.
all.
Hi everyone.
Good morning.
In the next episode of our CoffeeNOW sessions. Hopefully you can hear us. Just if I could ask you to let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us, if is everything fine. But okay, I got the confirmation. Hi again. Today, as you can see, there is a little difference. There is more of us during today's session. After last week, when together with Marcin, we did introduce you to what happened during the Knowledge. Marcin got back from the conference and straight away was present in our meeting, telling to us how the event looked like from his perspective. We decided to also introduce the perspective of Piotr and Kamil, so the rest of our team who was there at Knowledge participated in the conference. So, guys, hello, thank you for attending. Yeah, if you could just briefly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit how the session and how the event looked like from your perspective. What are your impressions? What are your comments? How was it?
Okay, so thank you very much, Adam, and good morning, guys. Nice to see you, nice to hear you. My name is Piotr, and I'm responsible for acquiring new customers for SPOC and also helping customers with knowing better ServiceNow at the very early stage. Over to you, Kamil.
Yes, thank you, Adam. Thank you for having me here. My name is Kamil. I'm part of the SPOC business team. I'm leading all the operations related to outsourcing services and general about also responsible for generating new business and also focusing on the new potential customers from SPOC. And yeah, I mean, Adam, you were asking me about the Knowledge itself. Well, it was my first visit in Knowledge, and I must say it was enormous. It was huge. It was, according to the numbers, 20,000 people attended. So it was one of the biggest Knowledge after the COVID times. So definitely the whole ServiceNow, let's say, pure Knowledge returned after the COVID time. So great experience, many interesting sessions. I really enjoy it, and definitely, especially it was my first time at this conference.
And Piotr, it was your first time, or you did?
Yeah, exactly. So together with Kamil, we were there for the very first time, and as Kamil mentions, not only ServiceNow platform, new capabilities, and of course, magic word AI, but
yes,
also customer cases. This is what
exactly.
really was a big part of the event. So I can recommend everyone to participate with Knowledge because of these customer studies. That was really exciting and inspiring.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, from the way I look at the Knowledge, there are two main, let's say, blocks, right? So first of all, of course, there is ServiceNow who provides their insights, presentations, and basically is driving us through what's coming next and how platform is evolving. But the other part, and probably even more interesting, right? This is this part where customers tells us what they do with the platform, how they leverage capabilities, how they manage to solve their problems, how they are achieving business goals. And basically, this is the reason why we are meeting today, because as you remember, for those of you who didn't join us last week, together with Marcin, Marcin, like I said, provided us with your perspective of the event. We had the idea to discuss a little bit more about case studies, but when we start to talk about the platform, the time flies. So there was no time for this. We will do it today, right? So we will tell a little bit about the case studies, the one that you guys think were the most interesting, right? So if we can share the screen and exactly, let us go through what we've presented for you today. That's just a little proof of you guys being there, right?
That's a proof, definitely, yes.
I can see you are a little bit tired, so it's kind of
yeah.
A time where you walk around and meet a lot of people, get a lot of knowledge. So yeah, I can believe it was enjoyable, but also it was you could be tired at the end of the sessions. But
indeed,
regarding the case studies, guys, let's jump into it straight away. As Kamil, your choices, right? The first is Warner Bros. Discovery.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. I was attending a few sessions, case studies, but I choose two which I found the most interesting and which you also going to find interesting for you. So first on our list is the merge of two media giants. So please, one more slide. You're going to be operator. So I'm speaking here about two media giants. So of course, Warner Bros. Media and Discovery. We as a SPOC, we are working with Discovery for over 5 years. So we know this client very well. And what was the history? What was the background? So in April 2022, those two media companies, Warner Bros. Media and Discovery Channel, merged, creating one large Warner Bros. Discovery company. And upon this merge, of course, both companies had their ServiceNow platform. So they have ServiceNow instances, Warner have ServiceNow instances, and Discovery have their ServiceNow instances. But upon this merge, there was a decision to merge them together and create one single environment which gonna connect those two companies. One more slide, please. And what is very much interesting, and this was interesting, was the goal was to create an enterprise service management organization, and the catalyst through all this transformation was actually ServiceNow. So you can imagine how huge it was. This whole merge. The whole achievement was enormously big, and many people were involved in this whole merge. So it's enormously. One more slide, please.
So Kamil, to make sure that I understand, Discovery had their own instance, which was kind of tailored to their processes and the way they work.
Yes, exactly.
Warner Bros. Had their own instances, right? And there was a merge, and the decision was to get a little bit, let's say, back and introduce more out of the box, right?
Yes, of course. This of course. Earlier, there was multiply workshopping analysis done beforehand, but yes, definitely the goal was to, let's say, return of the box, but also merge somehow those functionalities. But remember that there are two companies in all merge processes. There's always going to be some, let's say, friction differences. So the goal was why this workshopping was executed to stabilize and simply create one stable processes for the both organizations. So it was definitely a huge achievement. And this slide, in order to achieve this, can you imagine there was done a multiply work streams created for each processes. So for example, there was one work stream for request catalog migration, other ones for knowledge migration, other one was for hardware migration. So you can imagine how many people, how much work had to be done simply to merge all those processes, and everything was done in parallel. So it was definitely a huge achievement at all. So in the end, the result was, so last slide, please, Adam. So last night, so in general, the main goal was to create one single platform which we're gonna act as a one-stop shop experience for employees. They managed last year in October, if I remember, release like a greenfield. So like a starting point to release this one-stop shop, this one environment which gonna allow them to enhance platform further. So at this point, it's just a starting point because the backlog is huge. They have a plan to implement virtual agent, HISD, source to pay, and multiply other modules. But to be honest, and I'm not lying here actually, this is one of the biggest media mergers for media companies in the whole world. It's huge, so it's amazing. Yeah.
But they've succeeded, right? The go live happened, right?
Of course, last year was the go live for the greenfield, so everything went well, and now they're in the process of enhancing it because it's not just one stop. Remember, I have two different companies, two different processes, and they are still enhancing it. So it's a long way journey. It's a long way journey, but I'm not saying that. But we are, as a SPOC, we are very proud that we were also part of the journey and we were supporting them in this area.
Okay, and when I was talking to you, what were let's say in the topics that you could hear that was popular ones. You all told me that there was OCM everywhere, right, Marcin? That's what you told me at the first time when we were.
You're right, Adam. For almost every project or every big transformation, customers discussed during the presentations of their case studies. I realized that the OCM become really, really important. And for some of the projects, like if you imagine that there is 100% of the budget, 40% of this budget came to OCM to prepare the company, to prepare the organization to be able to use the software and the new working model which will be applied after the implementation. And this is also the same for Warner Brothers. They told us that, as Kamil said, a lot of streams, and one of them was to be able to change the company and go it out of the box. So super important part. I really underline this to every customer, to every projects we are going to deliver. Do you really support this change management in your organization? Just to be sure that at the end there will be a success. What does it mean success in terms of OCM? Let's imagine how the company is going to use the product after a year or 6 months after implementation. Yeah, because for the day of the implementation, we may say, wow, we go live, all is good, but people are not aligning to new data model, new working model. Super important part. As I said, almost every case study was covered by that.
I agree with this, right? So OCM, organizational change management, how I like to say about this is this people side of change, right? Because we all know that technology is really great. You can implement it perfectly, but then you need to spread the news, you need to prepare your colleagues, you need to train people, you need to conduct you should conduct many activities in the way that the implementation really is a success, that the organization knows how to use it and gain from the project. So that will be one of upcoming episodes of our CoffeeNOW sessions. We've decided to take it really seriously and talk about it a little bit more. So for now, let's move to the next case study. And Kamil, that's also one that you choose, right?
Yes, this is the one. I will go very briefly because we don't have much time, but I would like to just highlight here about one of the FSM's field service management implementations, where they very successfully enhanced the schedule optimization, which is within this module. And this was done, of course, the implementation was done by Evora with support of this location intelligence software, Beans AI. We as a SPOC also partially participating in this, supporting Evora from the technical perspective in this case. So moving forward, so what I want to focus here, this was a very interesting case study when they show how the schedule optimization can be enhanced using, let's say, external intelligence tool for geo-tracking and intelligence localization. So, so let's move forward, Adam. So what I want to very highlight here. So in field service management, you have technicians who need to reach the right destination at the right time. Often they can use Google Maps, but it's not always enough. They need to reach destination exactly on the right time, exactly on the right floor, let's say. Yeah. So in order to enhance this optimization and this schedule optimization, they use this separate software called Beans AI to predict what's going to be traffic ahead, what's going to be which parking lot's going to be available for the technicians, simply to allow them to reach their destination, to reach the machine which they need to fix as fast as possible, and also enhance the customer satisfaction. So this is very interesting. So they not only rely on Google, but also very much like a technology related to enhancing let's say enhancing the ability to reach the right destination. If you just show one slide, it is very interesting because this enhancement software allows them to reach exactly the place where they should be. For example, they're traveling to hospital. The system can show them not only the address, they can show them which department they should go, which elevator they should take, where the machine is located, in which room, with who is the manager of the department. They're going to show it to them. So it's very interesting data. They can provide very accurate data to allow them reach the destination much faster, much effectively, and also in the same way generating very good customer satisfaction. So this is extremely very interesting, and it's interesting how the schedule optimization can be enhanced in very interesting manner. They're also considering the predictive of technicians, how technicians let's say predict how they behaving in the past, and based on that adjust the schedule based on their behaviors using the AI. Also very interesting opportunities. So this is an example how using external tools you can very easily you can use external tools, you can easily enhance the experience for FSM and schedule optimization. That's all from my side. Just want to highlight this. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamil. And we had the comment regarding OCM, and I totally agree. And even when I was doing my CMA journey, OCM was one of those things that was underlined all the time, and definitely we are going to discuss this in more details. Thank you, Kamil. Marcin, we have now the cases that you picked, right? So now and employee experience.
Yeah, I was curious what ServiceNow, what is the next step for the let's say service portal evolution, and I was curious what ServiceNow is going to, or how they leverage the most current technologies like AI, AI in terms of the machine learning, but also summarization of the topics and so on. So I went to this session to see what they do, and that's a quite interesting slide that shows the evolution of the connected experience driven by ServiceNow within their let's say within the company. Then we have, so initially service portal, we all know it quite well. Then we have this employee portal, and we may say employee portal, employee center pro is the most current solution. So ServiceNow also goes into direction to have the unified employee experience where everything is in one place. So whenever you go with HR topic. I think the next slide should, Adam, you can, whenever you go to for any reason or any request for any service which you would like to receive from the company, you can go to one single portal with not only, let's say, relevant information to relevant services and relevant information to you, but also in the context of you as an employee. Yeah, which means the system knows where you are, what are your assets, who is your manager, and all these topics. I maybe you remember I told last time I told about the something called hyper personalization driven by AI, and so ServiceNow showed it in real life, including document summarization, knowledge base, AI search, all in one. That was really interesting, and I think having such solution in our environment, in customers' environment, would be really a big benefit. So I saw it live. Question is, I would like to see such connected experience in other customers' environments. I know it's not easy. I know that we have this legacy, and as Kamil said, at Warner Brothers Discovery, that the most valuable part was they are out of the box, which means they can leverage AI, they can leverage everything which ServiceNow provides. So if customers, they have really complicated, customized instance, they struggle. And we see that there is more and more projects related to go out of the box. One more slide, I think. Yeah, one more slide. So as you may see, it is like the centralized, not only let's say desktop experience, but also mobile experience in every aspect of work for the employees. Approvals, tasks, open requests, learnings, even learnings, all in one. I really like it, and maybe there will be more time to get deep into it, but we have to. Unfortunately, we have to go for another example. Okay. Another example I've chose is the insurance company from Denmark, and I was curious how they let's say responded with ServiceNow versus DORA. We all know that DORA and NIS2 becomes really a hot topic, as you may see on 17th of January 2025. Companies should be ready for, or should apply these regulations to their environments. Very interesting presentation made by security and governance director of the top Denmark. So if any of our participants, our attendees, you may have challenges and you would like to understand how it goes, I think you can reach out to the guy and talk about this. What's important in that case, top Denmark showed that DORA is not, let's say, an island requirement. This is all combined. So we have NIS2, we have ISO, we have DORA, all works in one, let's say, environment, and ServiceNow is enable, or it can provide different angles, different contexts to support all the required, let's say, compliance and risk and let's say regulations the customer needs to apply. Can you switch to the next slide, Adam? So for example, the NIST network, the NIST cybersecurity framework, how they built that by providing, let's say, the most important steps. Please, next slide. And yeah, I know it's maybe not that clear to you, but these guys, they put NIS2, DORA, and they tried to map all the requirements into ServiceNow ecosystem. What applications they need to use, when this should be covered, to be sure that DORA and NIS2 is all in one place. So I'm happy. that was first time I was able to see it in such a detailed model. So if you need, I don't know if there is any private data. I think no, so I can share it to everyone who wants this. As you can see on the in the center column, there are applications plus the requirements or the capabilities of these applications which are covered within and respond to DORA or NIS2. Can you switch to the next slide? I think, yeah, you can go to the next slides. This is important. We may say DORA, NIS2, from the document perspective, that's we can produce these documents, but there is also a requirement that says you need to understand your environment, your assets, your services, your processes, and be able to assess risk, respond to this risk. You need to build resilience if it's needed. Yeah. And in this model we can see how they responded, or how they built let's say how they applied the service model into the CMDB, so they have everything in one place. And what I'm trying to say is that without CMDB it is quite difficult. Yeah. And we all know a relevant, well-organized and managed CMDB is really crucial to this process, whatever it is NIS or DORA. So they've leveraged a framework called NIST 839 that shows how this, let's say, model can look like, and they apply it to CMDB. Quite interesting topic.
This is really a hot topic, right? So DORA and NIS, and throughout all of the solutions that enterprises are using, probably you will not find something which is more
broad, I think, Adam.
Broad, exactly, like our ServiceNow platform, to support with those different pieces and puzzles from both of those regulations. And as you can see, guys, we will also get into details of how ServiceNow can support you with adopting your companies to NIS and to DORA. We are starting with NIS. That will be a Polish webinar in 2 weeks. For those of you who are interested, we will discuss this in more details and tell you how to utilize the platform to.
Okay, let's switch to another one, Piotr.
That was huge. So Schwarz Group and SAP, I would like to share with you inspiring presentation about these both large customers. So Schwarz Group, this is basically the largest retailer in Europe, and SAP, of course, large company, software company, ERP. So Bill McDermott was the former CEO of SAP. We were talking a lot about the OCM. So this is also a great example how OCM can be implemented, and within such large companies, thousands of employees. So Adam, please, next slide. So we are starting about common challenges, because both organizations face significant challenges in leveraging ServiceNow. As you know, we are talking about the change from the older systems, and you deal with complex fragmented support systems. So how to foster this collaboration? And this is important to address these challenges and have one strategic approach to platform. And funny thing was that first release of Schwarz was Berlin. So this is German company, and we are talking about 2013.
Oh my God.
So 11 years from now. SAP, I think it was 2019. Yeah, so let's say that 5 years. Yeah, so that was really a journey. So maybe next slide, and yeah, this is quite an extensive slide, but as you can see, the Schwarz Group got every single module within ServiceNow. So of course, a lot of works, a lot of teams involved from different kind of perspective. So not only service management, but also risk, also ITOM. So a lot of possibilities. So you need, let's say, clear roadmap. Yeah, how to leverage this from ServiceNow. Yeah. So maybe next slide, please. Yeah, and service of excellence at SAP. So SAP got, of course, own, let's say, internal team, several hundreds of people working there. So really structured, let's say, German way, but methodologies for scaling, as you can see, also project management at the very high level of using. Yeah. So and maybe one last slide. I think this is really important. So top learnings. So in summary, focusing on effective governance, OCM. Yeah. So this is really important. Effective governance structures are crucial. Yeah, for ensuring accountability. And organization change management helps in adapting to the new processes. Yeah. So yeah, from the strategic point of view for this organization, that was really a huge journey. Both of them have had challenges, but the well-defined collaboration model is essential. Yeah.
Okay. And as we are getting to the time, I believe that this is what we wanted to share with you guys. Again, as a highlights, right? And if you would like to have any further discussions around those particular use cases or case studies that we've been listening to throughout the conference, you would like to get some questions or inspirations, of course, feel free to contact us, right? And as a last slide, just to tell you that you can meet those famous ServiceNow people all around the conference. We did, or you guys did some nice pictures with ServiceNow rock stars. I'm missing Piotr. Something from you, so but I hope that you were able to
improve yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, too much sessions.
There is a question: have you met Bill? Do you have a picture with him? Any of you guys?
I saw Bill. I was like 2 meters from him. So for now, it's a first progress. Next year, I will try to have a photo with him. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are two options. Go on, sorry.
Please, Marcin.
Yeah, I said that there are two options to get Bill. One is to catch him on during the conference. Second is to be the top-notch sales guy at either at Partners or ServiceNow, and this is also the option. And then you
now there is also a third option.
So on.
The third option is to buy, huge AI capabilities, because he is talking about this AI all the time, right?
Guys, as you saw, we haven't presented any AI case study. You may ask why. And from my perspective, the AI case studies, they heavily come from ServiceNow and partners and customers. Yeah, I've seen AT&T presentation for customer service management, but these really deep case studies and really broad applications of AI into ServiceNow ecosystem. I haven't seen it that much, but I can also understand why, as ServiceNow started to promote and to grow the AI capabilities, especially generative AI capabilities last year. There is a kind of a cadence in implementation, and the customers need to put this on their journey. And for sure, next year there will be plenty of them, because we heard among almost all our customers, either they said, yes, we are already in the POC, yes, we are already in the implementation, yes, we are already considering and put this in our roadmap. So we see more and more applying applications, especially that ServiceNow during for Washington and Xandu and Yokohama, they are going to introduce more and more capabilities. So we see more and more the different applications, and I believe that next year we will be still talking AI, but maybe instead of us, there will be someone artificial sitting with you, Adam, and talking about the
hopefully not
knowledge.
Hope not.
Hopefully not, but you are right, Marcin. It goes so fast, right? And it just started. Yeah. I mean, this AI revolution just started, and I was thinking about this in the way it exactly looked like, right? So this year, ServiceNow was mostly presenting to us the capability and roadmap, and I'm sure that next year those case studies they will be presented by customers, right?
Yeah. And let's put a bet if Jensen Hansen would be again on ServiceNow stage next year, talking with Bill or I don't know who. But yeah, I see that there is a lot of let's say cooperation between NVIDIA and ServiceNow, and so again,
they know what they do. They know what they do, yeah. So probably they will. Okay, guys. So thank you for today.
Thank you.
We are getting back with new topics. So have a good day, have a good week, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.